Hey, hello. It's been a minute. You might have noticed that I've been real fucking busy with my Kickstarter, with traveling to Rhode Island to go to a strange neon retro festival synthwave gaming thing. So that's what I've been up to these past 2 weeks. In addition to that, I'm moving in 2 weeks, and Soul, my corn snake, has been pretty sick. So wow, life is happening everywhere. Go check out my Kickstarter if you haven't yet. It's doing amazingly well. It's for the David Lynch inspired game Something Is Wrong Here, and it's card based, and it turns out the Venn diagram of gamers and Twin Peaks nerds and queer folks is like this. It's like actually a circle, not like 3 circles. It's like just one overlaid circle of the same weirdos who are exactly like me, which is heartening and lovely. And I'm so glad that people are liking the concept and are interested in this weird game that I'm making. So, yay! This is my first big Kickstarter. It's weird. You know, I did one with my friend Alyssa for the Resistor zines that we put out a couple years ago, that are still going, actually. We're working on our 3rd issue, it's just slow. And they have, you know, a bunch of contributors by, like, basically to highlight people who aren't cis white dudes, creating like this cyber witch world. And they're small, you know, it's a zine. It didn't cost very much money to make, and it didn't cost much money to, you know, print and stuff, so it was kind of easy. It was like small, it was like a test run for me and how Kickstarters work. So this is the first big one, and it is a thing. It's a thing. It's pretty nerve-wracking. Like, it funded, but I put the amount pretty low, right? Like I put it at $1,200, because I legit did not know how it was gonna do. Like, it's a very weird and like emotional and not a normal tabletop role-playing game or LARP, you know, it's like somewhere in the middle. So like I actually didn't know if it would even hit the 1,200, and it did, and now it's almost at 9K, and it's only a couple days in, so wow, amazing. But also there's like this pressure that comes with that, that's like, oh god, all these people are interested in the thing I'm making, it's gotta be like super amazing now. And is it really that good? You know, all the bullshit imposter syndrome that pops into your head when something you do, like, I don't know, people pay attention to something you do, or people say something you do is good, and pressure, is it good? And it is good, but, you know, my stupid brain, not my stupid brain, my worried brain is worried. It's worried, that's all. And a thing that I didn't realize as much about Kickstarters is that people send you messages that are really weird about like how to do things different or better. And then I haven't gotten too many like pushy hate comments, so that's good, but I did get one, and that was kind of a downer. So, you know, 1 out of 500 is really not bad, but your brain pays attention to the negative things sometimes, you know, it highlights those psychologically, it'll pay attention to the negative, so yeah, I'm trying not to do that. But yeah, I mean, the process for making games is just totally weird. Like, you know, I developed this concept in May, and I've been working on the game since then, and finally the Kickstarter is running in September, and it won't deliver probably until November. And like, in the meantime, in addition to kind of like putting the last 10% of work into, you know, layout and design and printing things for Something Is Wrong Here, I am also working, you know, on freelance work for some people I can't mention because it's like secret projects, and you know, other like stretch goals for other Kickstarters that haven't even run yet, and you know, my Patreon games, which I'm moving on to the next game already, which is going to be like a kind of like a half human, half butterfly hybrid game. I'm into hybrids, if you didn't realize, obviously. And so like it's weird that the process is basically like come up with a concept for this game, develop it, and then finally like when the world is getting excited about it, you're like working kind of on these other things and this thing is done. So like I had to like re-hype myself about this game, if that makes sense, you know, even because I was hyped about it in May. I'm still hyped about it, I think it's cool, but I also have to focus on these other things for, you know, that are like 5 months from now. And it's like this weird brain cycle of I finished this thing, but I still love it, but I have to hype it for other people, but I have to work on these other things, you know, aside from that people aren't necessarily seeing. It's weird. There's a very loud squirrel over there, sorry. There's this weird thing too, I think, that happens with that cycle that sucks, is that with some of the bigger companies I've freelanced for, they won't actually pay me until the thing is made. So like I did all the work for it like 5 months ago, but still haven't gotten paid in some instances. And I think that's kind of shitty. Like I think once the work is done, you should pay people, and then if you have a process for, you know, layout, design, printing that takes extra time, that's on you. Like the writing is done, right? So yeah, RPG industry people who do that, stop doing that. Just pay people. Like, I need money. I'm very poor. It's my weird Kickstarter RPG industry rant for the day. Yeah. Do you make things on that cycle? Have you ever experienced that cycle, you know, in your work or in the game industry? Let me know in the comments below how you feel about it and how you get hyped about something you did 5 months ago. And just keep your brain straight. Like, it seems like it takes a lot of compartmentalization. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos. I will be posting more regularly soon, hopefully, and I'll see you next vid.